welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. So I'm going to burn this incense stick. Hopefully it's going to work because it's really hot here. So I've switched on the fan as well. And the reading that we are going to do today is for Leo. We are doing a new setup, so please bear with me. Alright, so cleaning your energy as well and setting up the energy for the reading. We have certain cards already pulled out for you, but before we get into the reading, let's take a few deep breaths. Breathe out through your mouth, relax. Alright, Leo, so I'm going to place your cards here. I'm too excited because I got a tarot stand and yeah, stuff like this. So let's see how that setup looks. And now I'm going to light this candle. Hopefully, again, like the incense stick, it's going to work probably. Let's see. So this is, oh wow, yeah, it's not working. Let me try again. Let continue burning. I hope so. See, hopefully. So maybe I have to turn off the fan. Give me a moment, guys. So we have switched off the fan, and I hope I don't melt too much because I'm going to melt. But yeah, that's your sweet little altar or candle for you. Don't worry if the candle burns out before the reading is over. Nothing bad's going to happen. So Leo, we have Shark Spirit number 33, clearer perspective for you. Sea Goddess of Abundance number 25, celebrate abundance. And Sea Goddess of Sensuality, celebrate romance with number 24. So what I am receiving, especially with, Shark Spirit clear perspective here, which is showing us your current energy, is that you're cutting through crap, you're cutting through weeds, you're cutting through thorns, you're cutting through dry leaves, dry plants, what have you. That's the energy I'm getting, walking through or running through a maze and clearing up your pathway very forcefully, to be honest. It's a Knight of Swords energy is what I'm receiving with the Shark Spirit here, because the shark also is reminding me of a leader for sure, but also a little aggressive energy. And especially with this, bright spot here or white spot here, it's like, I don't remember that fish, but we have these bioluminescence, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, sea creatures, right? So one of them is that weird looking fish. It's so it is actually very scary to look at. I think it looks like a puffer fish. It's not a puffer fish, but it has a big body, and it slims down towards the tail, and they have or they have something coming out of their tail which is like a light source. So that's the energy I'm getting. I do feel like you have that pray sort of energy, like you are praying on stuff, but I don't feel like you are doing it in a negative way. You are more so in the mindset of, let me figure out each and every small challenge that I have, each and everything that I need to correct, and you are speedily moving towards them and correcting them, or uprooting them, or snipping the weeds off, or pruning the I know it's a mixed analogy, but it's like you are trying to prune or get something into really a desirable shape or a desirable condition is what I'm receiving. So this could be with your life, literally, wherein you are looking at challenges, where you're looking at parts that are dead weight essentially, and you're trying to cut off that dead weight is what I'm receiving. Although the challenge that's coming through is Goddess of Abundance, which is reminding me of money, abundance, especially I feel like career wise, because I do perceive that what you're trying to cut off is something around finances essentially. Maybe you are trying to cut off unnecessary financial burdens or even unnecessary expenditure, but the thing is, especially with the sea goddess of sensuality, celebrate romance. I feel like, are you being miserly? Because I feel this shark spirit, and the flame is just getting brighter with that. With the shark spirit, I feel like you are, you're dried up, in a sense, especially because we do have celebrate romance as your, advice, which is, it could very well mean romance, but what I'm feeling like is, romance for life, lust for life, because I feel like you are very hell bent on getting things in order, getting things straight, and before you do that, or until, sorry, and unless you are able to set the record straight, is something also that I'm missing. Maybe you're trying to prove something to somebody, or just to prove to yourself that you are leading a good life, but it's something you need to snap out of, Leo, because with sea goddess of sensuality, celebrate romance, you rule the fifth house, which is the house of romance, right? You are yourself, not indulging in your own potential, your own energy here. I've already started writing. Anyway, but what I'm, because even if you look at this, sea goddess of sensuality, do you see how much power she's possessing, the leadership energy that's oozing out of her without her doing anything? She has this very structured, what do you say, I'm going to put these here with my new fancy card stands. I hope that's going to be helpful. But yeah, her entire race, it's like it's an armor and it's an attire too. So I feel like things, maybe some of you are not dressing up well, or the way you wanted to dress or you used to dress, it's just, which is very fancy, and you really underestimate how much it gives you a boost of not just a boost of confidence, but how much it makes you feel secure. And it's not about the fact that, it's not about just vanity. I mean, when it's healthy vanity, I feel like maybe you can indulge in it because it helps you feel confident about yourself, but not about, belittling or looking at someone else in a lower or a lesser way, essentially, but more so feeling better about yourself anyway. But even if we put vanity aside, it's more so that you don't realize the sense of security that comes through when you're dressing up well, or you are showing up physically also in an excited way, in a way that is true to you, where you dress up well, where you chit chat with people, where you just relax, where you're just being social, where you wear your heart on your sleeve and share stuff, creative stuff. I think you are underestimating how much that is, so your source of life, and it is purely coming through you and from you. That is your source of life, which is where the advice is coming through. And now I'm going, what the advice is coming through for. And we literally have activate dolphin spirit with number 32, and it says activate more bliss. Literally, your advice right now is to tap into your, I can't be making this up, heart chakra gateway, love, capacity, expansion. Number 2. Wow. I mean, these 2 cards in itself, I'm getting goosebumps again and again on my feet, and I feel like, not on my feet, but on my shin. So I do feel like this is what is required for you to move forward in a way that is true for you, Leo. Especially, tapping into what makes you happy, what makes you joyful. I'm getting a lot of fun, soft pink color as well, a flirtatious energy. And it's not just about, flirting with people. It's like flirt with life. Why haven't you been for flirting with life? It's very natural for you to do that, Leo. So with this candle, and especially with the red color, even in this abundance card, the specific circle is being encircled with a red color. So I do feel like that's, again, you feeling insecure about finances in some way, shape or form, whereas that insecurity can be settled down and grounded more so, with you tapping into your own joy here. So with this candle, you can set the intention that, all your woes do melt away, to burn away. And with these pink pretty flowers, you can set the intention for love, softness, kindness, to be grounded in your reality. Because it's interesting, when I was about to say grounded, the second that I paused there was when I immediately saw the word abandon. So it's like you have abandoned love, kindness, and softness towards yourself, which you need to ground now. And it's like, by grounding, what I mean is really need to take practical steps, not just affirmations, not just, thinking positive thoughts. That's not going to work. You really need to take actions, which is to tap into what, opens up your sensuality, your sensory energy in your body, and what were those activities that bring that energy back to life for you. So tap into that. And now we're going to look at your tarot cards. So let's see, what else do you need to know about your current situation that you may not know. Yeah, Nine of Feathers. And it's so, I really like the terms coming through here. We have perspective and self empowerment. So Nine of Swords is, feeling anxious, not sleeping well, as well having a lot of anxiety and anxious thoughts. We have Three of Acorns at the bottom of the deck with foresight, which is telling me that probably you are not sleeping well, thinking about the future, thinking about currently not having what you have, and so getting, all cramped up and contracted in your body and feeling jailed, or feeling, captivated in your own thoughts and your own worries. So what you need to realize is more so that how can you empower yourself now, how can you have that intensity of, worry, anxiety be shifted towards something that can bring you more ease, more empowerment. Maybe you need to do a lot more physical activities that are fun for you. For example, dancing, maybe screaming into the pillow and releasing this anxiety is going to help you a lot. So what advice does spirit or your higher self want to give you right now, Leo? Let's see that. Wow, we have the wheel for basically the wheel of fortune, Knight of Acorns, which is the Knight of Wands, action and drive, at the bottom of the deck. And the wheel says change, possibilities, and Page of Crystals, ideas and discipline. I feel like the discipline that you have shown towards removing these challenges with the shark spirit here, with the Knight of Swords energy here, cutting through crap, cutting through whatever is stalking you. Oh wow, maybe it's the past that's stalking you, it's your fears that are stalking you, which you have been diligently working on, and especially in terms of uprooting them. What you need to bring about your discipline here, what you need to bring your, wow. See, what's coming through is the discipline that you need to bring about right now is more so about your ideas, your creativity, especially with the Page of Crystals. It's, practical ideas. It's more so like practical things that you need to do rather than imagination, creation, just in energetically or just in thought form. You have to now bring it into the body. Knight of Swords is again air energy. You need to ground that energy now, bring it into the body, exercise the information that you have received through these challenges, through these changes that you have been going through. I feel like some of these fears or the challenges that you've been working through and you've been wanting to release or uproot have been, happening for many years here. So with the page and with the wheel, I feel like not just advice wise, but your higher self is letting you know there is change on the precipice. You are on the precipice of a big change. Your destiny is changing, and I do perceive like you are aware of this. But what you need to do is, if change is occurring and you are in that void phase, what is the change you need to, not need to, you would like to experience in your future? What is the kind of life you would like to live? You need to give more energy, give more nourishment, sow those seeds, and give those ideas even more of your energy, Leo, right now. And what do we have at the bottom of the deck? I think it's Two of Shells. No. Trying not to cut the flower here. Alright. We have Knight of Wands, but we have the Star, peace and healing. It's this, you cannot rush healing and you cannot rush love. So with this advice as well, which is sensuality, sensory energy. It's again about, the body, the senses. How are you rested in your body? How much calmness do you have in your body? With the Knight of Wands and and the Star card, because we need that, we do have the Ten of Wands. So again, 10 of Wands is a lot of exhaustion, moving about with a lot of weight. You need to relax. You have to, like I said, flirt with life. Let me see what's, the last, because even with the Knight of Acorns, I think this is a boar, and I feel like when I may be incorrect, but do correct me if I. But what I'm receiving is that once a boar, looks for or has his or her, I don't know their genders, please, don't mind that. But essentially, that animal, when they look at a target or they have a target, I feel like they have no. Um, it's like nothing doing, just focusing on that and just beeline towards it. So you need to take a breather right now, because you are facing unnecessary obstacles as well. So have a more light-hearted approach, and also swim in the beauty of who you are, swim in the beauty of your creativity, like take it in a gliding glacial manner right now, instead of a raging river. So glaciers, and they're moving quite slowly as well, unless and until some other force occurs, for sure. Right? So take that swan like energy, right? Grace, give yourself grace. Okay, I'm going to pull just one last card here as a journal or a thought prompt. Don't mind me because of the sweat. If I turn on the fan, this candle will blow out. That's not what I want. So let me see what we have here. We have alkaline diet, more electrolytes. Of course, I'm not a medical professional, and always consider a medical professional for anything related to your health. But what this tells me is just indulging in more food or things, or whatever you consume has to be much more lighter, that makes you feel lighter in your body. We literally have put down the battle axe. Relax, Leo. You really need to relax, and take in food, take in things that are much more lighter for your body. Activate more bliss, as the card says. I feel like your reading was encompassed entirely there, and we just pulled out some extra messages. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful, Leo, in some way, shape or form. Do share thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.